Do you want to start your own business, but you are afraid nobody will buy your product or your service? Or maybe you already have a business, but sales are not going well. Maybe people have told you 1,000 different strategies. Open a Shopify store, sell on Amazon, hire external salespeople, use this magic marketing formula, post every day, run ads, use AI, build a funnel. Fine, some tools can help. But let me be honest with you. Most of these things are useless if the real problem is deeper. Maybe you have an excellent product. Maybe you offer a very good service. Maybe you are even better than your competitors. But I am going to tell you something you may not like. It is not enough. Being good is not enough. Having the best product is not enough. Having the best service is not enough. And now I want to explain why and what you should do instead. I'm Stefany, and I'm talking to you from the sea, by the pool, because I can do it instead of sitting between four walls. A little provocative? Maybe. But you could be here too. And this is already communication. Before I even explain anything, this place is already saying something. It says freedom. It says possibility. It says that maybe life does not have to be only an office, a desk, a commute, and the same routine every day. And this is exactly the point. When someone buys a product or a service, they are not buying only the product or the service. They are buying an emotion. They are buying an experience. They are buying the feeling that this thing will have an impact on their life, on their identity, on the way they see themselves. Take a coffee shop, for example. People stand in line just to drink a simple coffee. Think about it. It is only coffee. They could go somewhere else. They could pay less. They could wait less. They could probably drink a coffee that is almost the same, maybe even better, but they do not. They wait in line. They go to that specific place. They take a photo. They tell their friends with a little pride, "I went there this morning." Why? Because they are not buying only coffee. They are buying a few minutes away from their normal life. They are buying a ritual. They are buying a small piece of identity. For a few minutes, that place makes them feel different. More modern, more connected, more part of a certain world. That place becomes part of their identity. This happens with Starbucks. It happens with McDonald's too, in a different way. Starbucks does not sell only coffee. McDonald's does not sell only burgers. They sell a feeling. They sell familiarity. They sell speed. They sell a world that people immediately recognize. Now, I know what you are thinking. Okay, Stefany, but they are huge brands. They have millions. I have a tiny business. How can I do the same? I will tell you something. For you, it can actually be easier. Not easier to become Starbucks. That is not the point. But easier to create your own niche. A small world where big chains do not arrive. Big brands speak to everyone. You do not need to speak to everyone. You need to speak to the right people. You need to make them feel, this is for me. And this works not only for products, it works for services too. Let's take a cleaning company. You go into apartments. You clean. You put things in order. But if you sell only hours of work or only a clean apartment, people will compare you only by price. They will ask, how much per hour? Can I find someone cheaper? Can I do it myself? That is the problem. You should not sell only cleaning. You should sell order, calm, relax, freedom from boring domestic work. You should sell the pleasure of coming home and finding everything already in place. You should sell the feeling of breathing again when you enter your house. But even that is not enough. You must connect that emotion to a visual identity that stays in the mind of your customer. Your name, your logo, your website, your social media, the way you speak, the way you answer messages. Everything has to remind the customer of that same feeling. So when they need someone to clean their home, they think of you. Not first of the price. Not first of whether they can do it alone. They think of the calm and satisfaction they will receive from your service. And maybe, before knowing you, they were not even thinking about hiring someone for domestic help. Maybe they thought they did not need it, but then they see your communication, they see the emotion, they understand the benefit, and suddenly they think, maybe I want this. That is how sales increase, and that is how price becomes less important. Not because price does not matter. Of course it matters. But when people understand the emotional value of your product or service, they stop seeing you as just another option. They start remembering you. They start associating you with a feeling. And when they want that feeling, they come back to you. So before you open another store, before you chase another magic formula, before you lower your price, ask yourself one simple question. What emotion am I associating with my product or my service? If the answer is not clear, your communication is weak. And if your communication is weak, people may not understand why they should choose you. Even if you are good, even if your product is excellent, even if your service is better than your competitors, because people do not buy only what you do, they buy what your work makes them feel. If you want more practical advice, and if you want us to develop these concepts together, subscribe to the channel and follow me. Subscribe, and I'll keep sharing practical strategies and future lessons to help you build something of your own. A hug from Stefany, here by the pool, from Beyond Homelands. See you in the next video.